Hello, family of Rotary. I am beyond thrilled to accept the position of President nominee of Rotary International. This moment brings me back to my very first days as a Rotary Club member. You know, Rotary's international nature is one of the reasons I accepted a coworker's invitation to go to a meeting. But what secured my membership, and more importantly, my engagement, was that I felt from the beginning that I belonged. I enjoyed myself so much that I was writing the club newsletter by the fourth meeting. If we're going to recreate that magical feeling of belonging for every new member, we need a club-level strategy to make that happen. Now, thankfully, we have the action plan, and bringing that plan to clubs is one of my top priorities. The action plan has everything we need to take any club and make it simply irresistible for both new members and existing members, including a focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, you may wonder why DEI is so important, especially if your club is already diverse, it's already engaged, and it's already giving to the foundation and, all those other activities. But the fact is, Rotary has more growing to do. We know that there are more people of action out there, but we have to prove to them that they have a home in Rotary if we want them to be members. That's why when I speak, I like to add a B to the DEI acronym to stand for belonging. It's one thing to make people feel included, but communicating to someone that they belong is the key to having energized and active members. We can also attract more people of action if we share more success stories with governments, with the press, with social media. And the more organizations with whom we partner, the greater our reach and impact. Of course, improving Rotary and growing Rotary won't be my only focus. I'm a firm believer in the power of peace, because without peace, we can't have progress in any other area. That's one reason I am so excited about our new Rotary Peace Center, which will be opening in Istanbul, where Rotary will help give its Peace Fellows the education, the skills, and the experience that they need to help bring peace to the world. And Peace Fellows understand that, like Rotary's membership, peace can be very diverse. Its definition is not limited to a lack of war. It can also be a lack of domestic violence in a household, or in the case of one recent Peace Fellows project, a lack of straws polluting the ocean. And as we heard the other day from Lema, that peace can also mean actually having the conditions present that bring dignity to all of us. I also want to intend on focusing on continuity. For starters, that means supporting girls' empowerment. I will never forget seeing a parking lot filled with bicycles, sewing machines, and wheelchairs at a recent Rotary Institute in India. Beside each bike was a little girl who no longer had to worry about being attacked while walking home or walking to school. The smiles on these little girls' faces were amazing. Similarly, behind each sewing machine was a woman who now had a livelihood and another way to provide for her family. That institute was a joyful reminder that when we empower young girls, they can grow up to become empowered women who in turn nurture and empower the entire family and community. The continuity also means fighting the stigma against discussing mental health and helping to support people who are suffering due to poor mental health. This initiative is a wonderful opportunity to support one another by being caring friends and creating an environment where everyone feels safe. And that way we improve the lives of the people we serve. Finally, continuity is especially important in the years ahead because we have a real shot at stopping the spread of polio once and for all. You know, we've heard so much, yes. We have heard so much all week about the importance of how we help with polio eradication efforts. You know, I attended a polio immunization drive in early 2000, also in India. You know, we heard yesterday about the power in Pakistan of our frontline workers. Well, I had a similar experience. When I was in India, there wasn't a single Rotarian at home. They were all out in the streets volunteering alongside health workers and government workers. And that's how 125 million children were immunized in just one day. And that's how India came off of the polio endemic list. We've come so far in our fight against polio, we cannot back down now. As Ian Risley said yesterday, we're racing to the finish line, and now is not the time to lose momentum. Now is the time to persist. And in doing that, we change the course of history for the better, because we follow through on a promise that we made to rid the world of this awful disease. Before I leave this stage, I want to thank you for making me feel the belonging. And I encourage you to extend that spirit of belonging to more people of action, whatever their background. You know, we heard Gabby Moreno sing to us earlier in the week, "This is where I belong." And I know one place we all belong, and that will be in Singapore at the 2024 International Convention. And I look forward to seeing all of you there, and I thank you very much.